Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Hilmi Uliul Hidayah. In this video, I wanna share my knowledge about punctuation and errors in sentences. The first is punctuation. Punctuation is an indication of how structure, organization, intonation, and pauses can be observed in the reading. In writing and reading, punctuation is very important to guide the reader to clearly understand the meaning of the reading. A sentence will have a different meaning if the punctuation is given in different positions. For example, I like cooking flowers and my pets. This is wrong writing because it means to be I like cooking flowers and also my pets. And this is a true example, which means I like cooking, I like flowers, and I like my pets. The first punctuation here is a period, or it can be called a full stop, that is at the end of a sentence or at the end of a complete thought. In Bahasa, we call titik. And then comma. Comma used to give additional information or for making a pause. Question mark used to indicate the end of a sentence in a question sentence. In Bahasa, we call tanda tanya. Exclamation mark used to indicate feelings or affirmations and often mark the end of sentences. In Bahasa, we call tanda seru. Semicolon used to join two independent clauses that aren't connected with coordinate conjunction. In Bahasa, we call titik koma. Colon used to introduce a list and for explaining something in a sentence. In Bahasa, we call titik dua. Apostrophe used to indicate omitting part of a word or part of a number here in a certain context. In Bahasa, we call apostrophe. Hyphen used to join words together that have a combined meaning. In Bahasa, we call strip. Ellipsis mark used to show that there is a missing part in direct quotation or to break the quote speech. In Bahasa, we call ellipsis. Slash used to indicate the word or and can be used to separate the day, month, and year. In Bahasa, we call garis miring. Parenthesis used to adding non-essential information to a sentence and giving a reader options. In Bahasa, we call tanda kurung. Quotation mark used to quoting what someone said. In Bahasa, we call tanda petik. The next is sentence structure error. Sentence structure is one of aspects that should be considered by us in writing. In real practice of writing, sentence structure holds important role in arranging a group of words. It will make a group of words more meaningful, which is expressing a complete thought. Four mistakes that are often made in sentence structure are fragment, choppy, run together, and stringy. A sentence fragment is an incomplete sentence, but it looks like a complete sentence or an independent clause. This is an example of a sentence fragment. Because Micha cannot dress up in mall. Micha here is the subject, and cannot dress up is a predicate. But this sentence is a fragment, or can only be called a clause. This clause is a dependent clause, which cannot stand alone to form a sentence. So, we have to add an independent clause. For example, because Mika cannot dress up in mall, she has to dress up in her house. The other example is pregnant has no verb, like the amazing book. Well, the way to fix it is to rewrite it by adding a verb, so that the sentence will be the amazing book has gone. Another example is eat and watch television. This is a sentence pregnant because there is no subject or predicate. To improve, you can rewrite it by adding subjects and predicates, such as, my brother has eaten and now is watching television. Or you can also add an independent clause. If we see that this fragment has a subject and a predicate, whereas many people who are in a night market is only a relative clause that describes a noun. The noun is many people. If you don't want to add the main sentence, you can delete the conjunction which starts the relative clause. In this example is who, so that the sentence becomes many people are in a night market. The error in the next sentence is choppy sentence. Choppy sentences are too short. Although short sentences are effective, excessive use of it is considered a poor writing style in academic writing. For example, she took dance classes. She had no natural grace. She eventually gave up the idea of becoming a dance. This set of choppy sentences can be completed by combining two or more sentences and making compound sentences or complex sentences. For example, she took dance classes, but she had no natural grace. Therefore, she eventually gave up the idea of becoming a dancer. The next error in writing is the sentence run together or can be called comma splice or run-on is a sentence problem when a sentence combines two or more independent clauses without using a conjunction. For example, she felt tired and sleepy all day. However, she couldn't leave the office to sleep. This sentence can be corrected by replacing the first comma with a full stop and starting a new sentence or capital letters, or replacing the first comma with a semicolon. For example, she felt tired and sleepy all day, full stop. However, comma, she couldn't leave the office to sleep, full stop. Or she felt tired and sleepy all day, semicolon. However, comma, she couldn't leave the office to sleep, full stop. Or she felt tired and sleepy all day, semicolon. She couldn't leave the office to sleep. The last problem is stringy sentence. A stringy sentence is a sentence that is usually difficult to read and understand because it has too many clauses, often due to an overuse of coordinating and or subordinating conjunctions. For example, the students from Mardale School visited the zoo, and it was in Toronto. And this is the largest zoo in Canada. And they traveled there by bus, and it took 2 hours to arrive at the zoo. The way to fix stringy sentences is to divide these clauses into predefined sentences based on their function. So the correct sentences is: the students from Mardale School visited the zoo in Toronto, the largest zoo in Canada. They took a 2 hours bus ride to arrive at the zoo. So that's all I can say. Hopefully it's easy to understand. Sorry if there is an error. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.